Welcome to the Charleston Marketing Podcast, brought to you by the Charleston AMA and broadcasting from our friends at Charleston Media Solutions Studios. Thanks to our awesome sponsors at CMS, we get to chat with the cool folks making waves in Charleston. From business and art to hospitality and tech, these movers and shakers choose to call the Lowcountry home. They live here, work here, and make a difference here. So what's their story? Let's find out together.
Welcome to the Charleston Marketing Podcast. My name is Mike Compton, president and co-founder of Roombo, rmbo.co. And what else there, Kelly? I'm almost past president.
Oh, when is your
July?
big term up?
July. Jake takes over.
Are you counting down the?
I'm not counting.
4 weeks.
I'm not counting.
Maybe?
Am I? Anyways, here I am with Kelly Morris. Say hi, Kelly.
Hey everyone, I'm Kelly Morse. I'm the Director of Digital Communications at Trident United Way, and I love being a part of this great podcast team that we have here for the past couple of years.
You're jumping right in, Kelly. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Definitely. We got a super talent in the house today, folks. This woman does it all. She does it all. We can't even talk about all of it. We've got Toni Gilliard in the house right now. Did I say your last name right? Gilliard?
It depends on where you are from.
What will you say?
So down here they say Gilliard.
Gilliard.
But up north it's Gilliard.
Okay.
But Gilliard is fine since we're in Charleston.
Talk about Toni. What do you got?
So I am a serial entrepreneur, I guess that's what we call it.
Uh-huh.
So among many talents, I make cocktails.
Yes.
Woo!
And listeners, I like some cocktails.
It's the perfect time of year for them.
It's boating season.
It is boating season. Toni, we met at the Harbor Entrepreneur Center, didn't we?
We did.
What brought you to that?
I won the pitch competition for one of the brands that I'm going to talk about today, which is Tipsy Lady. I was part of one of their cohorts.
Yeah.
And we pitched to win money, and I got the bag.
Yes. Good job. How many applicants or how many other pitches were there? And
it was a good screening process for the cohort. During that time, I think there were maybe 9 businesses in my group.
Sure.
Not many female founders, which attracted me to kind of, be a trendsetter.
Yes, please.
And so we had more techies. I was the only CPG brand.
Okay.
So it was kind of risky because it was alcohol. And they had never brought in a CPG, let alone anything in the spirits industry. So I pitched, gave them some free rum punch, and then I got the call.
You got them drunk and then got the money.
I love
tipsy.
that.
Talk about that experience a little bit.
It was great. It was for entrepreneurs who were part of the Entrepreneur Center. At the time, they were in the Citadel Mall.
Oh, okay.
So we didn't have this great building that we have now.
Mm-hmm.
So we were occupying space there. We had to be there about every day, I believe, for that cohort. We learned about business. We learned about venture capital funding. That was a new space for me. Yeah. I didn't know I could ask for money and get it.
That's very important for entrepreneurs to know, isn't it? How did that change you?
One, it made me want to become a venture capitalist.
Ooh.
Right, to start investing in other businesses.
You're gonna add another thing to your plate.
I am. Yeah. So that's one thing that sparked my interest, and then I learned about other businesses, and it kind of sparked my interest in the tech space. At the time, they had a coding center. I didn't take that, but that's no longer because of AI and that kind of thing. But it was nice to be around other local businesses. And then we pitched to some angel investors. So in winning, also had some private people who would watch the pitch who wanted to invest on the side.
No kidding.
So they handed me a check on spot.
So cool.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
We're doing this year's pitch on June 11th at the College of Charleston.
Yes.
At Dig South.
Dig South.
Fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. And there's 10 entrepreneurs, 10 founders pitching, and a room full of investors like you're talking about.
Do you get to know in advance who all the pitchers are? Or
Yes.
Or what
so they're part of the
pitching?
cohort, so they get to learn the business acumen. They get to know how to prepare their pitch decks. They also get to learn financials, how to, do your multipliers, know your numbers, track your data. That's most important, and your valuation, which is pretty cool. So most of it is pre-seed versus Series A and all of that.
Right,
so a lot of it is pre-seed. So some people don't even have a product. It's just more of an idea in my group.
Yes.
Which things I've seen have changed. So people actually have a product or a service.
Correct. Correct. It's an amazing accelerator program, and I'm glad you got a lot out of it. That's fantastic.
I did.
So there's a little pitch for your Harbor Entrepreneur Center. Let's talk about, so was it Tipsy Lady that you pitched there?
I did.
Okay.
Resort
talk
beverage
about that.
company did not exist. So with Tipsy Lady, it's a ready-to-drink Caribbean-inspired canned cocktail line. They are my recipes. I didn't pay anybody to make them. I hired a formulator. It started in 2019.
Okay.
I'm of Caribbean as well as Gullah Geechee descent. So I wanted to do something that honored my heritage.
Yeah.
And I'd been making at the time that rum punch for over 20 years. I
What?
don't look that old, but I am. So I wasn't one of those people who was drinking underage.
You were 10 years old when you came up
And
with
it
that.
was like, so when I was developing it, I always said it's kid tested, mother approved, because I would let my kids taste it to say, does it taste like the real thing? Just give them a little teaspoon.
Oh, yeah. All right.
fun.
All right. Wow, that's really cool. So Tipsy Lady came about because you had a recipe, or
I had
you
a recipe that I'd been making, and people would always pay me to make it. And I was like, well, I don't know if that's legal, because it felt very bootlegging.
Ooh, I like that. That's even better, right?
But it was for family and friends. Like, they invite me to the events. Hey, can you bring the rum punch?
Yeah.
Okay, this is what it costs to make it. And it was expensive to make on my own. And it took me 2 weeks to make a batch, because I literally took all the herbs and stuff and put it in the bottle and put it under the cabinet in the sink and made my own spice rum.
This is really legit. Like, this is the good stuff.
It's the good stuff.
Takes a
Oh my
while.
gosh, that takes a long time.
Yeah, it takes
So
2
what
weeks
is
to
that
make.
like when it takes 2 weeks to make a drink?
Yeah, it would take two weeks for me to make a good rum punch. And then everything is organic and all natural, so I didn't put junk in it, which helped with the hangovers. So it's literally the only rum punch my grandmother and my mom and my sister drink.
Oh,
Like, we go to the islands and get it, and there's no cheap liquor. So all natural ingredients. With the rum punch, it's only vegetables and fruit for the coloring, so no preservatives.
Oh, wow.
The alcohol is the preservative. They're both 12%. We have 3 flavors: rum
Dang.
punch, sunrise mimosa, which is a mango and vodka. So it says where a screwdriver meets a mango mimosa, because there's 4
right
ingredients
now.
in that one. So it's vodka, mango,
Taste test.
orange juice, and then kosher wine. So it's also kosher certified.
cool.
That is amazing.
Where did you get that recipe?
Oh, I would make that at home. I wasn't pitching that or selling that. That was my kind of after hour,
Okay.
well, before hour, my brunching type of thing. So,
Oh, yeah, totally.
so I call it the hard brunch.
Heck yeah. Where did Tipsy Lady name come from?
So it's about tipping the scales in the alcohol industry as it related to women of color in the industry.
Oh, I
So it's a
love
play
that.
on the word. So tipsy has 0 to do with being drunk, although it's 12%. And at the time, no one was formulating anything at that ABV, alcohol volume.
Yeah.
Everything was 7% and under, because you can get in the grocery store space. So I knew it was a little edgy. It was going to be challenging, not as challenging as I thought it would be, because every state, the rules are different as far as alcohol volume and being on the shelf. And now we have the Cutwaters of the world who are doing 10%. So I got a lot of no's because it's too strong. It's 12%.
And then Cutwater comes in.
And they come in the big bucks. So Cutwater, if you're listening, you would like to white label
Ooh.
our formula.
So they
That would
came
be
in.
great.
Do you think that they helped your
Yeah,
product?
because most people who would drink Cutwater, they would get the buzz that they were looking for,
Yeah.
but the can is larger, right? So our cans are smaller. They're 200 ml cans, so they fit in the palm of your hand. And I'm a boater and a golfer, so I wanted something
opening one up
that
right now.
it
Oh, that's
doesn't.
dangerous.
Oh, those are
So
cute.
they fit, in your hand.
Yeah.
So when you in your golf cart and you got
Can I see?
the taller can shaking and you spilling, so it's one to control the spill, but also the consumption in a smaller,
In
format.
I mean, you could put water in here or dilute it somehow if you didn't
You
want
can. So most
to.
people do ice,
Ice,
just a
correct.
liquid ice, and then soda water
Oh, that would be
But you can just enjoy it straight
straight out of the can. You don't need to add
Yeah.
anything. But for those who are, but then again, you can do half of a can and then the rest soda water.
I do like you pointed out the size of like the larger Cutwaters. I mean, you have one of those at like a River Dogs game, and that's all you need for the night. Like that, you get to actually enjoy something. You not only get like the effects, but you're also enjoying something that tastes good and is
All natural,
Yeah.
and it's 13 different ingredients in this little can.
and they're probably all things that you can read.
It's all
and
you can read, you can
understand and-
pronounce it, so it'll tell you. Like I color with just fruits and vegetables. I don't use any dyes.
Yeah.
amazing. Who came up with the artwork?
So that's me being creative. So I sketched out how I wanted to look, and I did about 3 runs, and then found a designer who could execute. So I literally took a crayon and said, okay, I want the waves to resemble the water, but I didn't want it to. And then we have, of course, pink for feminine, energy, although it's called Tipsy Lady. Men love it as well.
Yeah, we do, because it's good. I had some at the Spark Awards event that we had. Did you have some too, Matt? Okay, good.
When I walked through the door, he was like, you made this? He was like, this is good. Why do I'm just learning about
to talk.
That's awesome. So, and thank you for bringing that along to the Spark Awards, too. The Charleston American Marketing Association has a Spark Awards every year, and we're always looking for new products, and it was great to showcase a local product.
Yeah, and I appreciate that.
Heck yeah. Thanks for coming, too. I saw you.
And then with making Tipsy Lady, folks who were, as we move and shifted to the non-alcohol space, I didn't want to do a non-alc version because technically it does have alcohol if it's non-alc, if it's like 0.5. So I think that's a little deception with that. So we created Resort Mixers, Resort Beverage Company, which is a separate company, separate legal entity. Yeah. And it's just mixers with all organic agave.
Okay.
Real fruit, so there's real strawberries in the bottle, and then real lime, and then we have the pineapple, which we're reproducing, real pineapple chunks in the bottle. Ooh. All natural product as well, but they're formulated and tested to pair with your THC spirits. Ooh. Or you can just add soda water to make a mocktail. So your friends who don't drink don't feel left out, so you can use half a bottle and mix it with tequila or rum or whiskey. This is great. The strawberry is great with bourbon because I like bourbon. Ooh. And I make a bourbon smash, like a strawberry bourbon smash.
Yes, please.
And then you can also just, make mocktails with the other part of the bottle for your friends who don't drink.
So, okay, going back to Tipsy Lady, what was your first hurdle going into making Tipsy Lady, like on the business side of things?
The first hurdle was because it was 12%.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get in grocery. Only 11 states allow you to sell alcohol in the grocery store.
What about those, what are the 3-dot places, the liquor stores?
That's, you have to have. And then the huge barrier in every state is you need a distributor. So if you don't get in bed with that middleman, you can't get your product on the market.
Okay.
How did you choose your distributor?
Well, for South Carolina, it was a lot of, hey, you want to try it?
Yeah.
And then, had a meeting and said, just try it. And then if you don't like it, then fine.
Right.
And he had some, and he was like, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Obviously, it was a no-brainer for him, I'm sure. And then so you got
and that was a smaller distributor,
Yeah.
and then he went out of business. He sold the business in January of last year.
Oh, okay.
He didn't tell me he was selling.
Oh dear.
But he sold, and when we had Charleston Wine and Food, which we would do every year, come up like, hey, he's like, well, I sold the business. I'm like, well, thanks for telling me.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a hurdle.
So that meant Total Wine and More, those large accounts, and Sam's Club. I was able to get Myrtle Beach. Those accounts could not be fulfilled because I didn't have a middleman.
What the heck? And so you found
I had another
somebody.
word for it, but it didn't start with an H.
I believe you. That sounds very stressful. How did you get over that?
So I found an online distributor.
You found it yourself. Like
I did.
You're doing all these research
I was
yourself.
like,
you're mixing the drinks.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're not bottling the drinks.
Well, no, I have a co-packer, so I had to find a co-packer who could produce it, and and that was another challenge. They had to be kosher certified So I had to have kosher wine because the facility owner was Jewish.
Oh,
wow.
Oh, okay.
And I said, say less.
Say fine. Let's do it.
Yeah.
And what did you do then?
At New York, so I sent my formula. So I hired my formulation team. You have the whole batch sheet and the recipe, and the irony in that is that some co-packers can source your ingredients, but because it's 13, they didn't know where to get. So I have cinnamon in here. I have nutmeg.
Oh.
Yeah. So I have a map on the website of all the countries where I source.
What's the website?
Oh, wow.
TipsyLadyCocktails.com. So you can see the map on the website of where I get the ingredients, and they could not do it. Oh. So I literally, know the business front to end. So where do I get it? Okay, how much do I need to run 500 gallons or scale and put everything in a spreadsheet so that I could order everything, do the purchase order, and have it shipped to the facility to make it.
Dude,
It was a lot of stress.
That sounds like a lot, right?
It
Kelly?
was.
That's pretty cool, though. I'm looking at the map right now, and I see you have 14 different areas around the world where you're getting your ingredients. That's pretty
Sourcing
awesome.
ingredients from all over the world and bringing it here to Charleston.
Yeah.
That's lovely. How did you go to school for mocktails and drinks? Like, did you go to school to be a bartender?
So I would say this is more of a blessing from my ancestors, right?
Yeah.
So I'm a lawyer by trade, over
Okay.
2 decades, like 25 years now almost. So doing law
Yeah.
and thinking outside the box and not taking no for an answer, I think that's where it comes from. Or somebody's doing it, so that means it can be done.
True. And you decided to figure it all out on your own.
Yeah, a lot of reading
Yeah.
in my spare time.
Wow.
I didn't have to do much with formulation because I already was making it, right?
Right.
I just had to make the batch, ship it to different companies to say, can you make it? Send me a sample so I can see how it tastes. And for me, it needed to be authentic. I didn't want to just have like high C with some rum in a bottle.
Right. No, that's exactly what you're doing.
But I did get some of those back when I said it needed to be authentic. So I was able to find a formulator who first run got it perfect with the exception of the color. And that was it. And that was just adjusting the fruit.
Cool. How long did it take from when you said, okay, I'm not going to do this on my own. I'm going to do this legit. Like you already had the idea. You already had the recipe. So your first bottle of Tipsy Lady, how long did that take you?
A week.
What?
It was like just to say that I'm going to do the thing.
No. Like, okay. Like when you
Like it's in my brain.
yeah. So you have it, right? But then you had to find everybody else.
So a year.
You had to find the
1 year.
bottle,
So
a year.
2019, I started looking for the formulator. Once I got it right,
Yeah.
then 2020.
Yeah. Oh boy.
So remember COVID?
No, I don't remember that.
Right. It was a blur because you were drinking too much. And
Yeah, too
it's
much
all a
Tipsy
blur.
Lady.
Well, during COVID, gave me a good bit of time to kind of be still and work it. And then you couldn't sell alcohol online. And then COVID hit.
Oh,
Yep.
I didn't know
changed,
that.
Yeah.
And then they allowed you to sell
I
online.
didn't know. I wasn't aware of that. That's interesting.
COVID changed a lot of the
COVID
things
changed
around alcohol. And
With the grab and go, like the Uber Eats in some places, they would throw a can inside somebody's jerk chicken meal.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
that's awesome.
So that allowed me to, so I say, there's warning before destruction, but that didn't turn into destruction. That
Right.
allowed me to sell online. And that allowed me to have people try it outside of the Charleston market.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's how I got New York.
Oh, very cool. Was it just an instant success? Did people were just like it's flying off the shelves?
Yeah. So Happy Cork, this is a plug. I have no business relationship with outside of them selling my product. Happy Cork in Brooklyn.
Oh.
She usually features, all brands, but she has a section for Black-owned spirits. And I just shipped 2 cases to them.
Yeah.
They buy them quite often.
Nice.
North Carolina, they buy them. Different parts of North Carolina. And then I got an order from Florida yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So, and I was in Florida when I first started with Total Wine in Florida. But now the online, like the retail spaces are starting to order.
Nice.
Because I thought she was dying. I was like, oh, well, Tipsy Lady's about to die. But I think it's just timing.
It's just timing.
Yeah.
Everything's timing. If you could hold on long enough, it'll eventually pick up, just like this podcast.
Right.
4 years later. No, that's awesome. I couldn't believe when we met at the harbor, you were telling me all about them. Like I was just blown away. And I'm like, we got to talk more about this.
How are you getting the word out about it?
Yeah,
I see
it's gotta
that
be
you've
a
been on the
constant
Today
hustle.
Show, that you're getting to all these festivals.
I just let you taste it. I say, if you don't like it, then you don't have to feature me.
Yeah.
So do you actually go in
You're
person
reaching
and
out.
pitch-
I
Is it
mail
them?
in and say, I have good shit.
hell yeah.
And I stand by it.
Yes. Yeah. So what all has she been on so far?
Well, I see you've got the Today Show. You were a gold award winner at the San Francisco Ready to Drink competition.
Yeah, that was the first couple of months. And as someone called and said, you should submit. And it's 1,300 judges blindfolded.
Oh,
So they
wow.
don't even see the product. It's just taste.
Yeah.
And then I won the gold.
That's
many?
awesome.
1,300 blind tasting.
That's a big deal. That's great.
Yeah. I just
So there's no
imagining
no
13
judgment as
Yeah,
far
the
as,
judge-
hey, I know it.
Yeah.
It's judging, but no judgment. But they're not like, I know the brand I'm going to
It's
vote.
straight
It's,
flavor.
Yeah.
it's straight flavor.
That's a competition I want to judge too.
Yeah.
You were in Essence magazine, Travel Noir, Black Enterprise celebrates your Sam's Club
So
expansion?
that issue, Janet Jackson was on the cover.
Come
Oh.
on.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Did you meet her?
No, I would like to. I would like her to. You want to invest, Janet?
Yeah.
I know you're looking to retire.
Calling.
Like
Miss
turn to this
Jackson.
page of the magazine.
Are you born and raised here in Charleston?
No, I'm a native New Yorker, but my roots are here. My mom was born here, right down the road, Mount Pleasant. Grandparents, my dad's side, they're from Snowden, as far as his dad's side, which is
Okay.
my grandfather. But his mom is Bermudan, so
Okay.
that's where that DNA, And the irony is, I didn't know I had Caribbean descent until an adult, but I had all these ways that my mom's like, and I thought I was adopted.
Aw.
It's like, I don't belong here. I would walk around bare feet. I didn't like the cold. I'm a December baby. I'm like, I believe I belong on somebody's island. But
Not New York.
Not New York. And then my grandmother married someone from Barbados.
Okay.
And so he was a very important factor in my upbringing in the Caribbean culture. And then my mom dated someone or married someone eventually from Barbados as well.
No kidding.
So then I studied University of West Indies in Barbados in law school.
Oh, wow.
And I didn't want to leave. And I was like, okay, there's something to this. And then just start digging him. I was like, you ain't crazy. You're not adopted. Your grandmother's.
Yeah. You were home. You were there.
It's a little secret.
Didn't even know.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So much culture there. So when did you move here to Charleston?
I moved to Charleston in 2003. So I've been here a while.
Been here a little bit.
So I don't
you-
think I'm officially a Yankee anymore.
Well-
I think you're, you're a local now.
I'm local.
I know. I'm from Detroit originally, but I did Tampa for 18 years, and I moved north to live in the South.
Right.
And I found out that you can't be a local unless you have like generations.
So then I'm a local.
You
Because
know?
Yeah.
like my
are,
children
yeah.
were born here. My mom was born here. My
Exactly.
grandparents, like my mom's children were the only ones born in New York.
Yeah.
New York
yeah.
was just a stop on your journey.
Yeah.
Or the
It's
starting
still my
point.
favorite. It's a starting
Yeah.
place. Right. It might be a stop, I might want to move back,
Oh man. So New York City or
I'm from the city, right by Lincoln Center.
okay.
Oh, nice.
Dang. How long were you? What age were you when you?
I moved there, I think it was 3 when my mom moved to Midtown.
Okay.
And I was there until I went to college.
Okay.
And I still go back. My brother's still there, so I still go back.
Oh, I bet.
Get back. It's still home for me.
It's a cool place.
It's a
for
great
sure.
place.
Yeah.
Very diverse. It's definitely a melting pot.
Right.
Good food.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Good
you're
vibes,
describing
good
New York,
music.
not Charleston right now, but we got good food.
I was a little nostalgic.
right,
Welcome
right,
back.
right, and that's fine. But I mean, so do you love living here in Charleston now?
I like the beach. I like the weather. Charleston's okay.
Yeah.
Aesthetically, it's pretty.
Mhm.
It's a beautiful place. They have some things like the infrastructure is kind of weird.
Super weird.
And it's like, get it together.
You know what though? I found out. Speaking of infrastructure, I found out they can't build tall buildings here because
I'm talking about the highways.
oh, the highways too.
Roads.
The highways.
I'm
are
like,
tough.
just,
yeah.
like what Mount Pleasant has done with that overpath.
Yeah.
That's amazing with traffic flow.
Uh-huh.
Like
Yeah.
if you can do that in like Somerville, Goose Creek,
Right.
it's wash, rinse, repeat.
Yeah.
Because that Berlin G. Myers was a nightmare back in the day. Like to get to Orangeburg Road, because I had property over there when I was married, it took me a lot longer to get there. Now, to get over Berlin G. Myers, to get, to Orangeburg Road is so much easier.
Charleston was such a hub of, like one of the first cities, obviously, in metropolitan type of cities. You would think that they would have a bigger thought process in the infrastructure. Like you think that,
Or just wash, rinse, repeat. You did it here in Mount Pleasant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so
rocket
funny.
science.
It's so funny, and now it's just growing, and people are moving here by the 30 a day or something.
More
like
than
that.
that
Was-
now.
was it
I'm
more
in
than
real
that?
estate when I say I'm still an entrepreneur. Yes.
And you have your real estate license.
Yes.
Okay.
What don't you do?
No, that's
Sleep. Don't sleep.
You got 2 almost grown kids, right? One almost
Yes.
grown, one kind of grown.
They're never grown.
Right, right, and living here in Charleston, and just what's next with Tipsy Lady or
So Tipsy Lady is just to continue to scale, get the
Yeah.
word out, find hopefully a national distributor who can pick it up.
yeah,
They have some issues going on in the distribution world. With some of those middlemen where they were one particular one, I won't say a name, who weren't paying for the product. Right. You get the product and people waiting on their money.
Oh, no.
So that may have been a blessing in disguise,
Yeah.
right? So just finding, a distributor who can pick up the product and product placement. And then with Resort, hopefully we'll be in Harris Teeter in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
So I just dropped product off yesterday for that. So that's moving quickly. With the resort, it is certified South Carolina product. So we have the South Carolina certification. So that's how we were able to have that conversation.
Are there any others?
For what? The product?
Competitors?
Oh, so we have like Tres Agaves. They do a strawberry and like some other flavors. So they are similar, but they don't do, we have a pineapple.
Yeah.
And then we're coming out with a strawberry mint and a blackberry.
Oh my God. I want it all. Are they local though? Are they local?
They're not local.
So they're the only local.
Yeah, I'm the only local. So you have, of course, Charleston mix, which is the Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary, but they don't do.
They do. They now do like a lime or something, but they don't do strawberry, and they don't do that and that. Like I'm doing a strawberry
Do you know those
mint.
guys?
I don't know them personally, but they have good Bloody Mary mix.
Yeah, that's okay.
And I'm not a Bloody Mary girl.
No.
These are different.
Right.
Different.
They're way different
different.
vibes, for sure. For sure.
I would not. Be
And it is
drinking
not.
Bloody
I don't know
Mary.
if it's formulated to pair well with any spirit. So with Bloody Mary, of course, it's vodka, right?
Yeah.
And then their lime, it's pushing for tequila. With Resort Beverage Company, it's dual versatility, in that it's for cocktails or mocktails, right? So we don't just want to be in the liquor store, but to be in a liquor store in South Carolina, you have to add 1% alcohol,
Oh.
right?
That's interesting.
So we do have the ability to do that with our co-packer. And the co-packer is local. Whereas New York produces Tipsy Lady. Resort is right here in Charleston, produced here.
Cool.
That's awesome. And I really like that you're taking that concept, because so much nowadays is moving towards that non-alcohol space. So you're really allowing yourself to be expansive with your product, where you're reaching multiple audiences instead of just one or the other.
Right. So the kids can come to the cookout.
Yeah. Although you might not know what's in the glass.
Yeah, and it's really good with any spirit. With most of them, when you look at margarita mixers, it can, you market for tequila. So we market for all. So if you look at resortbeveragecompany.com, we have recipes. So if you kind of have a brain fart and don't know, well, what can I make outside of a margarita? Because some people don't like tequila. You can mix it with other spirits, or THC if you don't want any alcohol, like the Delta 9 space. You can do that. Again, you can also just add soda water. And it makes a good little frozen drink as well. Some of our California influencers make frozen margaritas.
Oh, sure.
And it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm getting thirsty here, guys. These are really good. I've tried them before. Let's talk Black-owned businesses. Where it sounds like you kind of like the pioneer almost in this space, and can you talk about the growth on that level in Charleston here specifically?
Well, I'm the only one in this space.
You're the only one in this space
for Black-owned in Charleston as far as mixers.
Really cool.
I was the first RTD Black-owned in South Carolina, period. They have one brand that started after, but theirs is a little different. Out in Greenville, they're also Black-owned, and they do RTDs, which is ready to drink, the can space. RTDs, okay. So we say RTD is ready to drink, so that's what it's in a can. So, and it can be ready to drink in a bottle as well. But first one for both in the state.
That's amazing! Holy crap!
And I think currently there's still just the two of us as far as RTDs in the state. And as far as Black-owned mixers, I believe I'm still the only one.
Amazing. What about general? Like, why and what makes it important here in Charleston and generally having Black owners and Black-owned businesses?
For me, I would like my product to be known as the product that just happens to be owned by a Black woman.
100%. Yeah.
Right? And I've always stood on that, to not just say it's Black owned, because then people just assume it's just for Black people. No, anybody can consume it, right? So I don't like to be put in that box. It just happens to be blessed by the hands of a Black woman, right?
Yeah, of course.
So for me, when DEI was starting to kind of be eradicated, I said, well, child, saw that coming, which is why I wanted the product to stand on its own.
Correct.
Right? I don't want it to be focused on being Black owned, which is great for marketability for a lot of people. But I find, being candid, it doesn't put you as a target.
It does put you as a target. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to ask the
target.
I was going to ask the challenges behind that.
Yeah. So you see a lot of us in the space, and then you see, you're competing with the celebrities who are now, everybody got a tequila, right?
Yeah.
So now we're competing with the celebrities versus the good product, right? But then you have the unglamorous of the world, right? Where she's, the bankruptcy and Fawn is under a lot of scrutiny with business practices with her whiskey.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't know that.
So then you get the negative press, right? But I always ask myself, but for that, her being a Black woman and being visible and being a valuation of $1 billion brand, would she have the same scrutiny if she weren't Black? I think not.
Right. That's tough.
It's tough. So
it's so unfair, right?
It's unfair, but it is what it is.
It's one of the things. That's the world we're in right now.
And that's the world we've been in.
Right. Correct. It feels like we're
can't change it
backwards sometimes.
We would like to, but we can't change it.
Right. But it's just amazing, and especially here in Charleston, the culture here is I'm listening to The Demon of Unrest by Eric Larson. Have you guys heard that yet?
Oh,
it's
is that
a great
the one
book.
that takes place in Charleston here?
Like beginning of Civil War and then during Civil War and all that. It was 50-50 here, white, Black.
Yeah.
Most of the population was Black in a lot of cities here in South Carolina.
But the numbers are 50-50, but when you look at the economic impact, that ain't 50-50.
No.
It's a huge income disparity.
Yeah, 100%. So it's just, I feel like it's just such a great thing seeing products like yours coming from, you know what I mean? Humans.
Right.
And human first.
Right.
Just happens to be Black.
And then the irony is, you don't like to bring race into it. However, it's relevant, right?
Yeah,
so I'm kind of local, right? People knew that was Black owned. My sales were lower in Charleston for Tipsy Lady than any other area in South Carolina where they didn't know me.
Stop.
Really?
Interesting data point there.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, what is it? I spend marketing dollars in Charleston. I live here. I'm rooted in here.
Yeah.
Those other places, I just hired people to taste, to do the sampling of the product.
Yeah.
They didn't know. There was no imagery of me.
Right. It doesn't show anything on there.
No. So they bought the product because they liked the packaging.
Yeah.
They were repeat buyers because they liked the flavor profile.
Right. I don't know. I don't get it.
And it's not like Charleston's a poor place.
No.
Right.
We're not like in,
How, speaking of poor, how is the price levels, the price point?
So the price point, so for the Tipsy Lady, for the summer, we run specials for $15.99. Normally it's $22.49 at Total Wine and More for $15.99. With the mixers, they're about $9.99. Some places sell them for $14.99.
Sure.
Because it's all
cheap.
natural.
Yeah.
But,
cheap, but it's a good price.
Yeah.
I don't want to say cheap.
And it's a premium product, but priced appropriately.
Right.
Absolutely.
The name, though, isn't saying nothing about it says Charleston on her.
No, that's intentional because I'm not boxing myself in to just be Charleston, right? I'm a global woman. So I like my products to reflect who I am. So with Resort Beverage Company, I want to see those mixers in barrels, at the cruise ships.
In Bermuda.
I want to see, right. At the resorts. And then you got the Fusky Island here. Would love to. I've met with those folks. They expressed an interest in carrying on that little resort that they're building out there. So we'll see what happens with that. So still giving the Caribbean resort vacation vibe with both names, two different entities. But yeah, Resort Beverage Company. You want to, feel like you're at the pool in a resort vacation every day.
I mean, just looking at the bottle, I feel like I'm at the pool. So good work on that.
And you come here with that nice tan. Were
Nice
you at the pool?
I do.
You have that
I am rocking a little bit
nice
of
tan.
It's more high blood pressure probably than anything.
I like you kind of had a little tagline there of like vacation every day.
Vacation every day.
It's so cool, listeners. You got to look at the YouTube video to see the bottles, but they're
so it's
pretty
real
awesome.
agave, real fruit. Yeah, real simple. So we make it simple for you.
That's what it says. That's your tagline. Yeah. So marketing wise, it's the Charleston Marketing Podcast. What can we do and how can we help? And,
we need help. So what's next is I need to hire someone to handle the marketing for Resort Beverage Company.
Well, look at
we'll
that.
have a conversation.
Hey.
Yeah. So once it hit the shelves locally, then perfect timing so we could have a conversation.
You hear that,
preliminary.
marketers? She's looking for help.
Yeah, I need help. Not just the micro influencers, but those who can promote it.
Yeah.
And social
Well,
media.
you've got the tone. You've got the look. You've got the culture and the story behind it. So it shouldn't be too difficult for a marketer to kind of come in and help you out. I love the bird too. We got a little bird on there.
I love just looking at it. I can see 3 ingredients: water, agave, and lime juice.
Simple ingredients. Yeah.
That 3 right there.
Good job.
Yeah, very simple.
Yeah, it's clean. clean, but fun. The colors, though, too. How did you pick the colors out?
Again, Caribbean. I was channeling Puerto Rico. I was channeling Mexico. I was channeling the beaches and the resorts of what I'd like to see visually when I would go to Barbados or when I go to Mexico. I used to live in Mexico for a short period of time.
Okay.
I went to school there.
I was going to say, you probably went to school there.
Not for language. I speak Spanish fluently, but I went because it was cheap to go for this program.
Okay.
And I was like, well, okay, I could live with the family and kind of live in Cuernavaca and hit Mexico City. And so I just wanted to channel all those things, just lived experiences, the color and be on brand as far as strawberry, the pink, and the fruit.
Did you design this too?
I did.
Jeez Louise, Toni.
I was a creative in my younger days. When I was in high school, I wanted to go to LaGuardia, LaGuardia High School. I would live next door.
Oh, okay.
So I auditioned as an artist and a dancer. I didn't make the cut. So I ended up going to Martin Luther King High School and studied law. So that's how I became a lawyer.
Too bad.
Yeah, shame. Such a shame.
What else do you
Could've
have
been
going
dancing.
on besides this?
Serial entrepreneur. So I do have an app I'm working on, a recidivism prevention app called
come again?
Reentry OS, Recidivism Prevention.
Recidivism.
So those who've been released from incarceration who are looking for assistance how to transition after being released from prison.
Okay.
That's great.
So to have the wellness component, as far as the wellness doctors join the platform to give therapy sessions at a discount rate.
Okay.
Job search, and then with Reentry OS, it reads with the supervision centers like the halfway houses and the probation officers, where they can track the data to see who's making progress, because a lot of them return to prison for minor infractions like, oh, you didn't check in. It has geocoding built in, so you get to see where the person is in real time.
Oh.
And it's for people who are on low supervision, of course, right? And then it has the ability to build a resume, because most of them, they don't know that they had skill sets that they had acquired in prison that translate to everyday life. So if you're a floor technician and you got a certificate in prison, you can get a floor technician job.
Did not know that. That's amazing.
But if you know how to put it on your resume, so you're able to speak into your phone and say what skill sets, and AI builds you a resume.
That's awesome.
Oh, okay.
And then, and then I even was able to create an AI photo of someone, just a simple headshot.
Yeah.
And to be able to create a LinkedIn profile.
That is really, really
Yeah,
And when I
pretty cool.
put him in a
impactful.
suit.
Where are you in this? Where are you?
So right now we're building out the MVP, and we're looking for, which is where the VC comes in. So met with Decarceration Fund. They're interested. They have recidivists who's kind of tracking the data for those who were in prison during COVID who could be released early.
Oh.
So data sharing is important. So with the MVP, so we're looking for investors for that to finish building out the MVP and then beta test it with the halfway houses and the facilities that are looking to help those who need to build the skills, or if they need to get a driver's license, where to go. Because a lot of times they don't know where to go.
Right. I can only imagine. And this is just a simple app.
Just a simple app.
All they have to do is download.
And it would be free while they're on freemium subscriptions to avoid the poverty tax.
Cool.
The halfway houses and the government entities would pay for that
That
part.
was my next question.
But for those who need the help, they give access to what they want to share. So if you got an apartment, your officer may not know that. These are things that help you get off supervision early.
It's just kind of automatically checking off. All you gotta do is update your app.
Right, just update, and then it
it's
reads
gonna
on the
tell
back
everybody.
end. It tells your probation officer or your supervising agency what you've done. So if you're on a 1 to 5 year supervision, you can get off in a year, because you can say, here, spit out a report that I've done everything I needed to do.
Nothing to do with drinks.
Nothing to do with drink, but it's necessary work.
It's very necessary work. It sounds like an amazing. And how is it not already out? How is this?
No one's doing it yet, but they do have one gentleman, I can't remember his name, who was released from incarceration in North Carolina. He's the first to own a prison. He bought a prison.
Wow.
So this gentleman got out of jail.
Yeah, he owns a prison in North Carolina.
And now he owns a prison.
And then 2 days ago, I saw that he was doing something similar, not at the level that I'm doing. So
Okay.
he just released it. So it's necessary.
Yeah.
Well, it is, because you have, there's such a large part of that population that ends up back in jail, like you said, for the smaller crimes. And here's a way where
And they're
you
not even
can-
crimes.
Yeah, and they might not even be aware.
They're
of
just
it.
minor infractions, right? So it's like, oh, you left the state and you didn't tell me. Well, I was in North Carolina at the border in Fort Mill.
Right.
And crossed over a light and was in Carowinds. So technically I left the state.
Yeah. That sucks.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
So I get a ding for that.
Yeah. But now your app
Right. So you just do it. And then also right now they have with the Department of Justice, you check in if you need to leave the state or whatever. You have to fill out an old PDF form, like handwrite, and then text your probation officer. That's insane. With the app, you can digitize it to say, hey, because what if your PO says you didn't give me that?
Right.
Unless you text it, now you have the proof because it's all compliance, and then you can approve it within the app. So you have tangible proof that you got approval to do the thing that you asked to do.
And so this isn't just going to be statewide. You could go.
No, this is a federal thing, including the territories.
Oh, boy.
Breaking barriers.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, Toni, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, so that's what I'm working on.
How long have you been working on that for?
I've been the last year. So I have someone I'm mentoring.
Okay.
And within 30 days, he had 2 jobs.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, okay. So you have a case study.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, you're changing lives with that.
Yeah, definitely.
That's for sure. Wow. Again, that's just a brilliant idea. I'm surprised that. Well, I'm not so surprised that the government didn't take it.
Well, I think it's more because they make money. Prison system make money, right?
True.
At the federal level, that's a business. But I think people don't know the gap. So you have some people who say, "Oh, I want to be a probation officer. I want to help," but then you get overwhelmed because you have so many cases.
Mm-hmm.
That you can't give one-on-one attention to any individual to say, what are your needs?
Yeah.
It's like being a social worker. How do I know what your needs are? Yep. Most people who are released from college, they don't know I can get off supervision early. They figure, well, I'm going to ride this out till my 5 years up. No, ask for permission.
Yeah.
And show your equities of why you are worthy of a release. Okay. But if you don't know... Yeah. So I think it's not necessarily ignorance of it is no excuse. It just is so much paper, old school, filling out this form. And if you digitize it and leverage AI so that it's still reducing the number of people who return to prison for stupid stuff, in my opinion, but you also helping with case management for the officers as far as their workflow.
That's
Sounds
great.
like a no-brainer, dude. Good work. So what
So I see it. That's all I'm doing.
You're not.
Just a few things.
So on like a day-to-day level, as far as what that's concerned, you're not coding, are you?
You don't have to code. Use AI, and then I have a software team that I've hired offshore.
So you got a team
to build it out.
To help build it
so
out.
I write the modules on how I want the workflow because I'm a visual learner and tactile. So I draw out. This is what I wanted to do. The crayons, old school.
Right. Mm-hmm. And then take a picture, send it over.
And then I want the API to read like this. So
you got a lot going on, Toni. That's just a lot.
So the goal is to sell Tipsy Lady.
Okay.
At some point, be acquired to sell it because I want to make sure my investors get their money back and some profit.
Right.
The same with Resort. We're just getting started, so we'll see where that goes. So I build to sell. I'm not building to keep them.
Mm-hmm. Smart.
Yeah.
You gotta know the end product. You gotta know what you're gonna do before you build something.
Right. Yeah.
So on an entrepreneur side of things, I know there's a lot of entrepreneurs here in the Charleston Marketing Podcast. Do you have any advice for entrepreneurs that they can take home with them?
Tell people what you do, because if we don't know what you do, like you didn't know about Recidivism app, right?
That name is Recidivism.
So it's Reentry OS. Reentry OS for operating system.
I had no idea about that. Yeah.
This is new.
I see you once a month almost through the harbor. And thank you for your leading the fundraising committee. Thank you.
I'm
for
on
that,
the board
for the Harbor
for the
Entrepreneur
Harbor.
Center, and we need funds.
Mm-hmm.
So no, that's great. But that's another thing that you're doing too. You're on boards. What other boards are you on? So I knew you were. That's not it. Don't tell me.
Grady likes to say, "You're just an overachiever."
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, we already knew that. You're tipping the scale now on that one. Pun intended.
Yeah.
See what I said there?
So just tell people what you do and ask for help.
Yes.
Yeah, and then ask for introductions or connections. So I'm not like in real estate, we say, don't be a silent agent. Tell people what you do. So I don't just do any kind of real estate. I have a niche. So pick a niche. So I do probate real estate. So if somebody's died and their family has to sell the property, I give the market analysis to the court, and then I put the properties on the market.
Wow.
So that's a Tuesday, and then a Wednesday you're.
And I color code everything on the calendar. So I'm literally, these days are reserved for these particular businesses.
So
with the exception of real estate, because it kind of moves. If I get an offer, you got to move when it's moved. Like in the car, I sent an offer to be signed.
Oh, cool.
So
making deals.
You don't have an assistant?
No.
What?
I mean, my daughter helps sometimes, like go drop that box off, but she's in medical.
No,
she has no interest. My son's like, go sell your liquor.
bootlegger, Ma.
Yeah, I'm
Then
done.
he's gonna go off to college and be like,
He doesn't.
my mom is
He doesn't
really
want
cool.
to college. He's the smartest one in the
I
household.
was like, good
Well,
for him.
He's
you
with trade. He's diesel mechanic, high school, getting
Yeah.
a trade now, and he's
That's
like,
awesome.
You
I
said
don't
in
want
high
no
school
debt.
still? So is he at
He's Somerville High School.
Somerville High? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Somerville doesn't have a CIS program up there?
He's doing diesel mechanic and then like welding, a part of his curriculum. So when he gets out, he'll
Welding is going to be giant.
I
That's what I
love
said. He's
that.
smarter than the rest of us.
Yeah. I
He's
love
like,
that.
I'm not going in debt to pay it back. But I'm going to be you, Mom, with XY, almost $200,000 in law school debt.
I think that's so great though. Around like I didn't hear that much about that growing up, but like all the trades that you can learn in high school, so that you're not, because we were so ingrained to like you have to go off to college.
Right, I
you have
would have
go
gone to law
college.
school. I would have started real estate at 18.
Yeah.
I make a shitload of money in real estate.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's really starting to
Can you say
become,
shitload on
You
my
can.
Thanks.
You can. It's fine.
And I actually enjoy it because I'm helping estates, right? Helping families who are mourning the death of a loved one.
Yeah.
They don't want the emotional tie of taking all the stuff out, so I hire people to come and clean out the house. I put the property in them. I do all the things.
Oh, no kidding. I never really
So I always
thought
say
about
for that, it's God's work.
Yeah.
You got all kinds of God's work going on. You're
No,
making
that
it-
is
you're-
definitely
you're-
God's
you're
work,
buzzing
you know.
people too. You're keeping
Like
them out of jail,
families,
keeping them
been a-
buzzed, and taking
You
care
gotta
of
have
their-
something to balance it out. And I'm not even drinking anymore like I used to.
Well, I mean,
I don't even
as
have a
we
taste
get-
for it. I like
as-
my
So you've
mixers.
got the
Yeah.
resort.
Yeah, so I make
Yeah.
a mocktail and I'm fine.
And well, you're gonna live longer for not drinking as much. To be honest,
Maybe. No, I'm just kidding.
they don't make 'em
Depends
like
on
they
the
used to,
stress.
right? That's so true. Oh my gosh, that's so much. Kelly, what else you got over there?
I have just one more question actually about the Tipsy Lady. Where did you learn your original recipe from?
Oh, Bermuda.
Oh, in the kitchen. I think it's cultural. I think it's literally ancestral, to be honest. So I think it's some things you just gifted with.
So it was in you, or was it on an old piece of paper?
No, it was in me.
Okay.
So you just started putting
I was like, I want a rum punch. And then I woke up and then I put it together. And then I was like, okay. And then I have a special ingredient in there that most people don't use. But if you're of Hispanic descent, you always instantly pick it up.
Oh,
It's not super secret now because most people ask. It's guava. But Barbados makes rum punch differently. Each country is different, right? Each house is different. So the way I make it, I add that nice thing to kind of,
So this is like one of a kind.
yeah.
yeah, easily. That's amazing. Okay, so marketing, entrepreneurs. What else can we share with our listeners about Toni?
You can buy Resort online, resortbeverages.com. We ship direct to your door. It's being distributed in California now, so we got that deal.
Okay. What about Wild Dunes? What about like local
Well, call me.
tequila?
But,
Like,
you know, I would hope so.
they probably got that.
But
cheap
it's
mixer in
distributors. Even that space, you
You're
got
right.
the
I keep
middleman.
thinking about that. Yeah, you
Even
gotta-
though it's not alcohol, you can buy direct because there's no liquor, but they like, oh, we do business with this person, like with Harris Teeter. Like Publix, they only buy from Kahi. I met with them last week.
They only buy from one.
Kahi is the name of the distributor, the middleman. And so they have contracts with these folks, so they only buy from them.
Is there a convention that you can go to?
No, they know me.
I bet.
Met with them. So it's not a no with Kahi when I met with them last week. They just wanted to be, instead of all natural, you want it all organic.
Okay.
Oh.
It's all natural.
what
but
do you mean?
Meaning the facility that produces it has to be organic
The
facility.
facility needs.
And
to
then
be-
all the product has to be organic, not just natural, because there's different terms of art.
Yeah, like when
So,
you go to the grocery store,
As
you
a
got the
certified
organic.
organic. So to be certified, they cost money.
Yeah,
They make
sure it
money
does.
because to be certified, and then you got to renew every year,
Oh.
and it ain't cheap,
I bet. It's a good thing you got that real estate.
right? So that is why. So would love to get the word out about Resort Beverage Company. This is the perfect time for people who are drinking responsibly or less, because you can put a little bit, instead of doing 2 ounces of alcohol, you can do 1 ounce. So you gotta pour your
Make
own
it your
trouble.
own. Make your own.
You can personalize it.
I'm loving
So-
all these recipes I'm looking at.
They're good recipes.
Pineapple Prosecco Sparkler.
Okay.
The Pineapple Cognac Cooler.
So you don't have to just be boxing with tequila. Tequila.
No,
Yeah,
there's
so
nothing wrong with
so
that.
any connections, or if you see this podcast and you want to try it, I ship out free samples, for businesses. I got some Airbnbs in DC that reached out that they're closing on a property. They want to make it on their featured
That's
list.
cool.
Oh, that's cool.
That'd be huge too. Once you get one of
It's
those,
like
two
a
of those.
an
and you-
Airbnb that's more like a mini hotel, boutique hotel.
Yeah.
So then we have like hotels maybe opening in Mosquito Beach. I would like to have
Oh,
a
wow.
conversation with
So
them.
these are you don't need distribution companies for these.
No,
types of
they can
things,
buy
so-
from me direct because there's no liquor.
There you go. That's interesting. I would focus on those versus having to. But then you're trying to get bigger, and you have to have a
Right.
distribution company to get bigger.
Right,
so it's
right.
It's like a catch-22.
It
I
is
was
like
just gonna say that.
because you're doing more work for the smaller accounts than you are for the larger accounts.
Like everything
right?
else. Mhm.
And with the larger accounts, you can put the same amount of hours in and get the whole 50 United States.
Copy.
So it's like real estate. You spend the same amount of time and effort for a house that's 300,000 that you're gonna spend for 5 million.
Right.
What you gonna pick?
Right. 5 million. For
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. That's amazing, Toni. You're doing a lot, and thank you for taking some time off with us to talk about it. What else do you have for us here? What's next? Like what's
Nothing. I would love to, have someone either white label. I'm
Yeah.
having conversations with people who want to buy the recipe, not exclusivity. So I'm white labeling now, shifting to white labeling.
That's
the
that's a new
recipe.
thing I've heard you say. White labeling.
Yeah. So just like you see, like Snickers, somebody made it, right? They just sell the recipe, the
Right.
Hershey or whoever makes those things. I don't eat candy.
And that's the
But-
same amount of work on your end, right? Is it even
No,
less?
they just buy. They pay me per unit,
Yeah.
and they source their own ingredients. So kind of
Oh.
like, licensing.
Licensing. So they take the recipe
And you pay me per unit.
and they do their own can, their own
They do
everything else.
Yeah, I just have the rest. Just pay me to use my juice.
That's awesome. Good work.
So that's what I would like to do. Just white label it. Because they have some of the stores that are like doing their own brand, like Costco's have their own mixers.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I don't care if resort. I'm not tied to the name. I just want good stuff to be on the market.
Yep.
So you can put whatever on the label in your own bottle, just good stuff inside.
And you know it's good stuff because you created it.
And you've had it, so you know it's good stuff.
It's
I'm
so
not making
good.
it up.
It's so good. I hosted the Spark Awards. I was drinking one of those. I had a good time.
He was just as tanned.
I was. Again, the blood
You
pressure
have
was.
you have to enjoy these when you're getting your tan on the beach.
He wasn't tanning,
I wasn't
but it was
tanning. I was not tanning. I was in the spotlight, all embarrassed, trying to get over being on stage.
Never.
Oh gosh.
he was blushing the whole time.
Give me a
He's like,
microphone.
you made this.
Let me look at Matthew maybe instead of. So true entrepreneur. Thank you for your time,
Of course.
Toni. It was
Thanks for
really
having
cool
me.
having you here. Kelly, do you have any last questions? Any kind of
When can we crack these open?
I'll leave these for you guys.
right? Oh, thanks.
Kelly's already being a fangirl. She's vetting. I see her. She's looking at all of this, every website that
I
I've
That's
am.
the party.
No, it's not even party. Just she's like, oh my God, yes, this is a thing.
I feel like Kelly has a good
I'm
health.
in this. I am in this.
She's got a good health. Boozy.
She's doing the vetting.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
like, let me make sure
Balance.
this is valid. Yeah.
No, she's got a good balance because you do 5Ks and stuff like that too,
Yep.
Kelly, don't you? And then we just had
All the
that
spin-
interview
the
with
spin
the
classes,
spin,
Oh.
with Jillian and
Yeah.
drop in and
the drop in, right? Right, that was the last one, and then
But that
now-
is not my type of carrying on.
well,
I've got the balance.
Like, I don't know all that working
Right.
out thing.
right,
But,
right. It's all about balance, right? I don't know how you're doing it balance wise, but you're smiling, and
And
you
I go
seem
to
be
bed by
happy.
9.
And you go to bed by 9.
Yeah.
All right, we got to get
I
you
am
back to work.
jealous.
I go to bed by 9.
Well, yeah.
I've always gone to bed at 9, even at law school. If
Yeah.
it wasn't done by 9, it wasn't getting done. Don't
And-
call on me. Go to the next person.
Right, and then you're waking up at.
About 6, 7.
That's plenty.
That's
of
great.
sleep. That's great sleep. I need that.
That's why I don't look 50.
That's my note I'm taking away.
Like, are you 50? Yes.
Yeah.
Sleep 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. That's the
I'm
healthy,
in the bed, in the
young
sheets.
looking thing.
In the sheets, not the streets. At 9 o'clock. 9
Is that what you
o'clock.
tell your kids too, right?
Yeah. They're
Nothing
up,
good
but
happens.
yeah.
Nothing good
You know, the
happens
old
after
they say, only after midnight,
That's right.
nothing but open but legs in hotels.
Oh my God.
I have not heard that, but that is great.
I just heard nothing good happens after midnight. I don't know about open legs. Matthew's
an-
blushing now. Oh my. All
PG
right.
version, right?
Love that. All right. So one more time with your .coms, Toni. and
Okay,
then we'll-
resortbeverages.com. And then it's tipsyladycocktails.com.
And resortbeverages.com wasn't taken. How? I mean, that's just
because it was meant for me.
That's right.
Yeah, it was.
That's right. All this.
What is meant for me.
Well, you're creating your own world, Toni. I like it.
And then with Reentry OS, still building that out. So there's I have the domains reserved, but it's not public yet.
Yeah, that's going to be a big one. I can't wait to hear more about that one.
So if you know any investors in that space.
We have a whole room full, a house full of Harbor Entrepreneur Center.
I've been meeting with them.
Yeah.
A few people.
Venture South. And
not Venture
there's
South.
another one. That
SC or something, that one.
I'll have to give it to you afterwards.
But I did.
Pitched to him.
But I just submitted to BMOC.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I just submitted for their pitch competition.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one. They gave away a bunch of money last year. Yeah, we're trying to become friends with them too at the harbor. So we're just trying to like make this one giant entrepreneur location. Even like North Carolina, there's some entrepreneur centers up there that we work with, and it's just all about building an ecosystem, and you're building your own little ecosystem here in your own house, for crying out loud. All your different businesses.
My little home office.
But that's
a
the
write off
idea,
of my taxes.
Right? But that's the idea, right? It's just to kind of keep building, keep bringing businesses here. I want my kids to be here after college. They can leave for a little bit, but then come back to the cul-de-sac and build their own family. So that's what we're trying to do here, is just build economy. And again, you're doing it single-handedly. Well, you got two hands, but
maybe four.
Yeah. You act like four for sure. All right, cool.
Well, thank y'all.
Yeah, no,
Thank
Toni,
you.
it's a pleasure. Yeah, definitely. Who else do we have to thank? Do we have to thank
Charleston Media Solutions.
Charleston Media Solutions, King in Columbus, and the SCRA.
Yes.
The South Carolina Research Authority.
And also DJ Jerry Feels Goods for the beats.
Did you see Jerry? He was at the Spark Awards. He was the DJ.
Yes, he was really good too.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. DJ Jerry Feels Good, man. He's the man. He came out and he brought a saxophonist too. I forget his name. But they had a good time at Spark Awards.
Was it Clark on the sax?
I can't remember. His name. Sorry.
Yeah, they were good because they were up high.
Yeah. But all right, cool. Well, thanks, listeners. Appreciate you. We'll talk to you next time.
See ya.
Bye-bye.